Happy Imbolc to everybody. Imbolc is a celebration of the beginning of spring, or the end of winter, however you want to look at it, that begins on February 1st. At this time, in more northern climes than I live in, the green leaves are just beginning to sprout, the ewes in the field are beginning to lactate, and the ice and snow is showing the first signs of thawing. This is also a celebration that is closely associated with the goddess Brighid, or in Irish, Brigha. Now, Brigha is a member of the Tua de Danann and the daughter of the Dada, the good god. And she's a goddess of both fire and water. She's a goddess of the blacksmiths and of the fire of the head, the inspiration of poets. She's also a goddess of healers and of the spring, of course. There are a lot of interesting activities to do and to celebrate Imbolc, making Brigid's crosses, for example, that's supposed to bring good luck and protection, making corn husk dollies, and one of my favorites is making butter out of cream, which even for city folks like myself is actually very easy to do. All you have to do is pour cream into a jar, seal up the jar, and shake it up for about 10 or 15 minutes, and the butter will form in it. It's a really cool thing to do. Another interesting tradition associated with Brigha and Imbolc is Brigid's cloak. You take a white sheet or tablecloth or something like that and hang it out on a bush on the night before Imbolc, which would be the night I'm doing this. And then early in the morning, after the dew has fallen, you take up the Brigid's cloak and wring out the dew into a jar, and you keep that dew water to work healing magic throughout the year. Sounds like a pretty cool tradition. It's not one that I've ever tried. I wanted to this year. It's storming outside, so I don't know if that's really going to work. Yeah, I'm afraid in South Louisiana, a lot of the associations with this holiday don't really make a lot of sense for us. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of snow around here to watch melt. Now, in honor of the goddess, I would like to share a literary portrait of Brigha in her honor. It's one of my personal favorites, and it comes from a work called Celtic Wonder Tales, written by Ella Young. It comes from her description of the Second Battle of Matura. The coming of the Fomor was terrible. They were multitudinous as grains of sand, multitudinous as waves in a sea storm. A wind of death went before them, and darkness covered them. The Tua de Danann drew brightness to themselves and went into the battle. Lugh did not go into the battle because it was known that Balor would not fight till near the end. Lugh waited for Balor. He sat on a great hill, and below him the hosts contended. He saw the spears of the Tua de Danann fly like fiery rain, and those of the Fomor like hissing sleet. And in the hissing sleet and fiery rain, the demons of the air screamed and fought. At times the Fomor drove back the Tua de Danann. At times the Tua de Danann prevailed against the Fomor. It was so until the night came and put an end to the fighting. There was no brightness on the Tua de Danann when they drew themselves out of the conflict. They were wounded and weary. And Eärmid, Dianach, and Miach went among them with herbs of healing. It was vexation of spirit to look on the grievousness of their wounds. Suddenly, a delicate, sweet music sounded in the air, and the Tua de Danann saw Brigha coming to them. She towered to the heavens, and her mantle swept the ground like a purple mist. Her hair was plaited in 9 loosened locks, and in each lock of the 9 a star glittered. Wrapped in a corner of her mantle, she held a crystal ball, clear as a dewdrop. Hail, Brighid, the battle queen, cried the warriors. But those who were wounded and nigh to death cried, Hail, Dana, the mighty mother. Brighid smiled, and a soft radiance filled the night. I bring you a gift, she said, as she shook the crystal drop from her mantle. When it touched the earth, it became a deep, clear lake. It's a lake from Tir Namo, said Brighid, and there is healing in it for all weariness and all battle wounds. It will even give back life to the dead. The Tuatha bathed in the lake and rose out of the water, joyous and radiant. At daybreak, they leaped to the battle, and as they went, they drew down little fleecy clouds from the sky, and the clouds became shiny helmets of protection to them. And may you be blessed with the gifts of Brighid and the gifts of a new spring.